With fresh tires on the truck and the RV, we were all packed up and ready to head to Elkhart, Indiana. We were looking forward to attend the Alliance National Rally, connect with some friends that we've made within the Alliance community, and get some factory repairs made on the RV.
We decided to break up this 1,000-mile trip into 4 days and 3 nights. We stayed at 2 awesome Boondockers Welcome sites, 1 campground, but along the way, we had a major hydraulic jack failure. Join us as we head from North Texas to Elkhart, Indiana.
Today is the day, getting new shoes put on the Alliance here. Sterlings have been good. I want to say, and I probably need to do a better job at this, is kind of tracking the exact miles. Our estimation is we got about 22,000 miles on them, and they've done really good. But let me take a look at them here. Yeah, the guy at Discount Tire said they're still, in decent shape, but, since we're heading out for a long road trip, it was time, and we're going to put Ceylons on them. Heard good things about those, and I know they're still made in China, but I've heard some good things about them. And Walmart.com's got them on sale for this particular size. I think they're $235.85 R16s for $150 a piece, normally $200 a piece. We looked at Goodyear Endurances, but they're just crazy, $500 a piece. So we decided we're going to go a little bit more economical route. Like I said, they Ceylons have gotten good reputation, so should be good. I got them done, so far so good. Only towed it probably about, I think it was about 8 miles back from Discount Tire back to where we're staying here. So far so good. So I gotta do a shout out to Discount Tire. I think they charged $160, I think, to plus tax to do all those tires, take the old ones off, dispose of those, set the new ones on, torque them down. Appreciate you guys getting us in, and now we're prepared to head out for another long journey this summer, so we'll take you with us. Well, we're all packed up. We're on the road. 4 days to Elkhart to go see our Alliance friends and get some service work done. 4 days. So we're in Oklahoma right now. Just gotta on the road for a little bit, and let's go check out more Americana.
That's pretty cool.
All right, so we made it to the Harvest Host in our first day of travels. You're not in the camera there, babe. There you go.
I'm trying to avoid
this
the camera.
channel is about the both of us, of course. So anyway, we made it for the first day of travel, or 4 days of travel, up to the Alliance Rally in Elkhart, Indiana. Went from Aubrey, Texas to Joplin, Missouri. We're staying at a really cool harvest. I say really cool harvest host. It's a really interesting harvest host. It's basically, turn with me. It's basically like an empty parking lot. It's called Park on 66, and it's
but it's nice because it has it's obviously fenced in, and it has a security gate. There's some giant lights. I have a feeling we're going to need those blackout shades
probably, but
all
it's
night long.
But it's called Park on 66, and it is right on Route 66, and you can stay here a couple nights if you want, but there's no charge for one night. I'm not sure how they make money. It looks like a great place to store an RV, and anyway,
a truck,
or a fire truck. Maybe turn that into an RV. Anyway, so day 1 is in the books, and then we'll take you to day 2. Tomorrow is Joplin to around Fenton, Missouri, just southeast of, I forget the name of the town, Catassa or something like that, but it's right on the southeast part of St. Louis. So, well, it was a good night last night in this first of 2 harvest hosts in a row. On our travel day, we're in Joplin, Missouri, as you saw last night. So we're heading out this morning and heading to, what is it, Catawissa or something like that. It's near Fenton, just southeast of St. Louis, I think, as we mentioned that last night. But just an interesting thing I wanted to point out. So we ran the generator a little bit last night, not much, and it was really a cool night. I think it got down to 52 degrees, so it was really quite nice. We had the windows open, had the refrigerator going, and we had a fan going, and we woke up this morning, we had 92% battery left. So, this is one of those things where you just never, we're still trying to figure out how long we can go on our batteries. We've got 2 lithium-ion batteries. We've got just about 400 watts of solar on the rooftop. And within, I don't know, an hour of waking up, or not even, as the sun was coming up, we were back to 100%. And so we haven't had the generator on. We've been running the refrigerator, running some fans, some lights, things like that. I know that doesn't probably take a lot, but yeah, it's actually done well. We did run the generator to do the coffee maker this morning. We do have a pour over for propane that we'll use sometimes, but I didn't do that this morning. So anyway, I think this is one of those always conversations about how much solar, how much lithium ion you need to boondock. And clearly this is enough to do some things. Can't run the air conditioner. And as you start thinking about what might be next, is do you double this, and where's that threshold? And I always say, I think the threshold between how much lithium ion and solar is, do you want to run an air conditioner? Because if you do, that's going to take a lot. Or do you run keep a generator just for maybe an air conditioner or 2? We have a 4,500 watt generator now that can run 2 of our air conditioners with the soft starts. But in a future rig, eventually, maybe doubling the size of the batteries. And of course, you'd have a 12-volt refrigerator versus the residential refrigerator like we have. And that does draw probably about the most amount of power normally off the inverter. But yeah, very happy with that. Back to 100%, and we're packing up and ready to go.
This is a very interesting Boondockers Welcome. It was situated right on Route 66, just about a mile or so off of Interstate 44. When you reserve it, they ask you to send a picture of your license plate of your truck and your RV, and that gains you access to the secure gates. It's very well lit, very convenient, and felt very, very secure. Our next stop was a Boondockers Welcome site called Brannon Stop. It was in Catawissa, Missouri, about an hour west of St. Louis. They do have 50 amp power and water to fill up your tanks if you need for a small donation. No generators allowed because of close neighbors.
Well, day 2 is in the books of traveling, so we made it from Joplin, Missouri to Catawissa, Missouri, and that's just southeast of St. Louis, not quite into the city itself, and just a really, really nice Boondockers Welcome here. So it's a place called Brannon Stop, and they're not here currently. It is a holiday weekend, so they're going to be here tonight, so we're definitely looking forward to meeting them. They've got a nice place here. It's probably about 8 miles or so off of I-44 as you approach, so it's a kind of a curvy road, so you do have to be careful coming in, and they warned us about that, but we made it fine. In fact, what's really kind of interesting is not only did we make it fine, and we've got a 35-foot rig, but if you look behind me, that's their rig. I can tell you that's not 35 feet. That's a huge toy hauler. So when we came in, the backup it looked a little bit worse than it was, but it turned out okay. And so I just messaged the owners here and said, I'd love to see you back that rig in here, because that's definitely a piece of artwork to get that done. So anyway, looking forward to a nice night here. Peaceful. It's been uneventful so far. And what's kind of cool, and we'll talk to the owner, John, tonight. He's actually an RV tech, and they're actually from DFW originally. Don't know all the backstory, but he's been to NRVTA, and he's got his business name up here with an 817 area code, which is Fort Worth. It's on the road tomorrow. We're going to an RV park so we can dump our tanks tomorrow, and we're going to be in Champaign, Illinois. So that's a pretty easy drive. It's about 220 miles from here, and then we move on to Elkhart the following day. So we could have done this in 3 days. That would have been a tough 3 days. We decided to break it up into 4 and just make it a little bit easier. And so sorry for the noise in the background there, but a lot of motorcycles going by. Anyway, we'll see you later on.
We truly love this Harvest Host and Boondockers Welcome program. We've been members for about 2 years. We'd encourage you to research it. It's very economical. In fact, we actually have a discount code that we'll link below.
We're going to be limping our way into the rally in Elkhart. So our jacks, we've put them up about 5 times already this morning, and you can see this one's already down a couple of inches. Oh yeah, and that's really nice. Let's see if it works. Yesterday when we stopped at the travel stop Road Ranger too, it was almost all the way down to the ground.
Well, we're going to the rally, so hopefully, Lippert's going to fix this stuff. My guess is that we have some broken seals, but look, that one's already, I don't know what to do.
He's raced them like already, 3 times?
Yep.
And this one just keeps sinking.
That one's holding it a bit, but it's still holding it down.
I'm not sure if that bungee's going to hold it or not.
Well, it's just making this bungee stretching.
The funny thing is, it's not like they're just sitting free in there.
We called our friends Joel and Tanya, and they gave us a tip on how to keep the jacks up until we got to the rally. Once we got to the rally, Lippert troubleshot it, and we did have a bad jack in the middle by the door.
RV life, you gotta love it.
So much fun. Everything's not always rainbows and butterflies, right?
Update on the jacks, and again, big shout out to Joel and Tanya. Joel and Tanya from This Is Our Adventure. He just went through NRVTA, got his certifications for both inspector as well as technician, and he said, as a suggestion, is just take a little pressure off of the rear jacks by just putting the front, I'm sorry, I'm just eating lunch here, by putting the front jacks down just a little bit. And by doing that, so far, they are staying up, and so that's a good thing. So knock on wood. It's so far so good. So we're going to limp into the rally, assuming nothing else breaks, and it's all good. But just check out what Pam's eating for lunch here.
I'm eating rolled up buffalo chicken, sliced pepper jack cheese, carrots, a little bit of pimento cheese, some pickles. That's about my lunch.
So she's on the no bread diet apparently, and actually did have a piece of bread yesterday. Didn't hurt your stomach, or was that 2 days ago?
What was it?
The bread.
I don't remember having it.
You did have it.
This bread?
Yeah, that bread.
It was a few days ago, and
That-
it didn't like me.
Didn't like her, so she's trying the no bread diet and see how that works out. But anyway, we're someplace in Illinois.
And we're
Eating this sparingly, because
What is it?
this is my favorite
pimento cheese from Market Street. I don't know. Market streets seem to be mostly around the Dallas area. Maybe just Texas. I don't know. I should find that out. But anyway, it's amazing. And yeah, we're just eating little bits at a time.
It's something that I learned to like. You know, I'm a New Yorker, and it's a Southern thing, and it's actually pretty good. It's pretty good as a dip. I put it on celery, crackers, everything else. So anyway, this is probably a pretty boring video, so we'll probably have to edit some of this out, a lot of it out. But anyway, we're on hitting the road again. And next stop, Champaign, Illinois.
While we're staying at D&W Campground right outside of Champaign, Illinois, I've always loved to go see universities while I'm close. University of Illinois is there. It was a little bit too dark to get footage, but we did go and get some deep dish pizza at Papa Del's.
I promise we don't have the red filter on. That is red.
No, we have the red
Got
lights.
red lights everywhere here. So we made it to Champaign, Urbana. It's another stop, and we're looking forward to what's about to come here.
Let me give you a hint. It takes an hour to cook. Any guesses what we might be waiting for?
All right, the suspense is over.
See
Video.
if it gets all stretched out. Oh my. I think so.
We're not in Chicago, but we're close enough to get Chicago-style pizza. This is like a large, but it's not even like the biggest one. So last time we did this, I mean,
This will be food for a week.
I know we ate for like 3 times on it. So, but I'm so hungry, I'm just
Which one do you want?
I'm gonna dig in.
Dig in.
Dig in. So this was the final stop before we hit the rally, and so we are in D&W. They say D&W by the lake, we think. It's got a little bit of lake. We'll show you some video on that. Well, it's, yeah, I mean, I guess for when you're out in the middle of the country like this, and the farms and the cornfields. But anyway, this is the last night here. We're kind of packing up, ready to go. And yeah, it's been an interesting, couple days in travel. I call them more Boondockers Welcomes and Harvest Hosts, but just great stays there. And then, of course, we didn't have the ability to dump our tanks, so we are going to dump our tanks here. And then we go into the rally, because at the rally we're in 30 amp and water, but no tank, no full hookup. So we're going to have to take care of that. So anyway, it's been a great couple days. We're going to attempt to go to a blue beacon, first time ever. So we'll try and bring you some video if we do go through that or not. And let's hope we can get in. We were going to try and do that yesterday, but it was Memorial Day yesterday, so we're pretty sure they were closed. So Pam is packing up here. She's probably not in focus. Finishing in the kitchen. And then I'm going to go out and do the tanks, and then we're going to hit the road.
This is the second Alliance National Rally that Pam and I attended. The first one was in 2021. We can't believe how much it's grown. This year we had just under 300 rigs. We had such a great time reconnecting with some of our Alliance friends and getting a chance to make some new ones. Thank you, Alliance, for truly creating a community of family.
Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that like button. If you'd like to follow along, please hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and you'll be notified of all of our upcoming videos.
We're excited to get some of the factory repair work done that we needed and to check out and explore the Elkhart and the surrounding area. So be on the lookout for that video.